everyone, my name is Taylor and this is the Shea Knitting Podcast, coming to you from Cairns, which is in North Queensland, Australia, and it is Wednesday morning. I think it's the 15th of August and it is around 9:30. So it's a really nice cool day here today. It's been raining and it's overcast, and so I'm wearing my cardigan that I made. And so this is a knitting podcast, knitting and crochet podcast. Today I've got finished objects, whips, what I plan to cast on, and some acquisitions. So I will start off with some finished objects. The first finished object I have is a beanie that I made for my mother-in-law. It's one of those beanies that has the hole in the top so you can have your bun poking through. I personally don't really like those, but she had asked me for one months ago, so I decided to make her one. And I used the Lion Brand Heartland yarn. So this is one of my recent acquisitions. I had never tried this yarn before, and this color is called Great Smoky Mountains. So this is a worsted weight yarn. It's this really nice kind of heathered grey color. This yarn was alright. It's just an acrylic yarn. I thought it was softer than this. When I had seen it in the stores before and I'd felt it, I thought it felt softer than it actually is. It's okay. It's not amazing. But they have some really nice colors, and this was on sale for $5.99, I think. So it's a 100-gram skein. So I made her that hat, and for some reason I didn't take a photo of it, but what I did do is I did take a short little video of the hat, so I will put it in here. And so I followed a YouTube tutorial, and I will link that down below. I can't remember the name of the tutorial, but it was really good. And so as you can see from the video, it's crocheted and it's made using star stitches, and I have to say that is my favorite crochet stitch. I don't know many, but that is definitely my favorite. It's really fun to make. So yeah, that's my first finished object. So I'll keep it going with the crochet finished objects. The next one I have is this baby blanket. It's a free pattern on Red Heart. I had bought the yarn for this ages ago, so it uses this Red Heart soft baby steps. The two colors that I used, I think, are called Strawberry and Baby Pink. And the other color is this Red Heart Gumdrop. And the color I used is called Cherry. So I will show you that. It's really cute. It's really soft. So it's just a really big granny square blanket. And I just did two single crochet rows for the border. So the colors, this color here is called Strawberry, this one's the Baby Pink, and that's the Red Heart Gumdrop in the Cherry colorway. I think they call for, oh no, they did call for it, but it just looks, that gumdrop just looks different in that photo. It looks very multicolored when you actually work it up. So I'll show you what I had left. So my gauge for this pattern must have been completely off because I didn't have enough yarn to do all of the rounds, and I didn't have enough to do the border, so I cut it short and just did the two single crochet rows for the border, but that's all I had left. So I think there was supposed to be another couple of repeats and a much larger border, but I was looking as I was going, I was like, I'm not going to have enough to finish this, so I just did what I could. So yeah, that's finished. It's really cute. The yarn is very soft. I haven't washed it yet. I will donate this. That's what I had initially bought the yarn for to do, was to donate it, so I will. Next finished object I have is the Karen's Simply Soft Ombre scarf that I was working on last podcast. This is in the rosewood ombre color, and I finished it. So it's really, really long. It's so soft. I really love this yarn. I'll put it on for you. It's just, yeah, gigantic. Could wrap it multiple times. So yeah, that's it done. It was fun to make. I really do like this Karen Simply Soft. It's a really nice acrylic yarn. I said on the last podcast, like, oh, I really like that. I kind of want to keep it. I don't need it. I'm going to donate it because that's what I had bought the yarn for initially to do. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm kind of on this charity making thing at the moment. And the other project that I started and finished are these fingerless mitts. So I made these out of this Marvel 8-ply yarn that I got from Spotlight. So this is a 100-gram skein, and I believe these are about 40 grams to make. So I have enough to make a whole nother pair. And I really like the way these turned out. They're a little bit big for me, but I tried them on Bryce, so they fit him. So they are for a man, so that's perfect. The DK weight, it makes a really nice dense fabric. I did go down a needle size in what they called for in the pattern. I will link it below. It's a pattern by the Spicy Homemaker, but I think they're called Good Time Knits, but I will link that down below. And if you ever want more details on needle sizes or yarn that I've used, have a look at my Ravelry project page. It is linked down below. So I used 9-inch circulars to knit these. This is a DK weight. As I was getting to the thumb increases, I kind of just had enough room to fit all of these stitches around the 9-inch circular. So it wouldn't work if you were doing like a worsted weight yarn. That would just be too many stitches and it just would not fit. But I was able to do these really, really quickly. I started them one afternoon and finished them the following morning. So really, you can make these in a day, a couple of hours. They're really quick. And then I just had the thumbs on waste yarn. I waited till I had completed both of them, then I did the thumbs last, and I did magic loop to do the thumbs. It's a nice, reasonably soft acrylic. I really like this this pattern, kind of like, I don't know, what do you call it, like a fake color work kind of thing. And yeah. So it's another charity donation. Another project I finished and started is this bag. This is the, I think it's called the Eileen bag. It's a free pattern. And I use Knit Picks Lindy chain. I think the color is sea glass or sea foam, I can't remember. I had bought this yarn last year and I made a linen top out of it. So it's a linen and a cotton blend, and it is a chain ply yarn, which is, it makes it really easy to knit with because it doesn't unravel at all. So you start by making the base. It's a square base, obviously, and then you pick up stitches all around and you knit up in this mesh pattern, and then you do your handle, and then you can see this ridge here, that's for the 3 needle bind off, and that's what that looks like on the inside. So I'm just going to use this. I didn't do the handle very long because I'm just going to keep this bag in my handbag, so whenever I go shopping just for, you know, non-food items, I don't tend to buy a lot, so I will just stick those things in here. It's a fairly small bag, but it will stretch, so you can fit quite a lot in here. And I just have washed this once, and it's softened up quite a bit, and it's just a really cute bag. So the handle is 1 by 1 rib. It's really nice. I think I've done a project page for it, so if you want any more details, look there or just ask me. And so after I finished the bag, I had a little bit more yarn left over, probably maybe like 1 ball or so left. So I found a washcloth pattern that I liked. It's just a free pattern, and I didn't quite have enough to do the entire repeat. I think there were supposed to be 13 repeat rounds, but I did 9, and it's just this really cool kind of mesh looking pattern, and it's just got a seed stitch border. So I'm just going to use this in the shower. It's nice, and this texture's really nice, so I feel like it'll be really nice to use to exfoliate. And yeah, I don't plan on washing it. I think I'm just going to use it like as it is now in the shower and see how it goes. Really interested to see how linen works as like a washcloth. So yeah, so I've used up all of that yarn now. So last year I had made the linen top. I've got this, got the bag, all the yarn is done now. I do like that Knit Picks Lindy chain. It's really affordable, and if you can get it on a sale, even better. I did knit this cloth using some straight needles. So I bought these recently. I wanted to give straight needles another go. I really didn't enjoy using them. These are the Knit Pro Zings. I love the Knit Pro Zings. They're really, really nice needles. So when I first started knitting, I used straight needles, but when I first started knitting, I was doing English style knitting with the yarn in the right hand, and I was able to, I used to kind of just sit the needle almost sort of digging it into my side or my stomach, kind of like a lever, I guess, and just not moving that needle. Because I knit continental now, it just felt very heavy, and both needles would move, and I just really didn't enjoy it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these now. I don't know. I guess I'll just keep them around. But they are really nice. If you do use straight needles, give these Knit Pro Zings a go. On to my whips now. The main work in progress that I have is my Hohi longline cardigan. I haven't done too much on this. What I'm up to now is the waist decreases, and so that's the inside. This is the back. Not a whole lot to see really. It's pretty boring at the moment. But yeah, I don't really have much to say on it. I do always want to be a garment knitter, but I don't always enjoy doing them. I feel like at the moment with my knitting, I want to get these things off the needles, but then I'll start like these other projects, you know, the mitts or the bag or the washcloth, because I know that I can finish that in a day or two, and then I have the finished object and I have that sense of accomplishment. Where I have these other, you know, long standing whips. I have I think I have 3 sock whips on the needles. I have a Stephen West shawl that I've had on the needles for like a year. I have that crochet cardigan. It's just like, oh man, I need to start getting these big things done and off the needles, but then I just want to like cast on more things, and it gets really overwhelming. I haven't been spending a lot of time on Instagram because I don't want to be overwhelmed more or tempted or anything like that, so I've just been kind of avoiding Instagram as well. I just gotta like pick something and stick with that for a week or two and just get it done. I don't know. I love knitting, but I just want to get some of these big things just, yeah, done off the needles. I'm sick of looking at them, and I want the finished product. Anyway, so really that's all for like the current whips that I'm working on. I will next go into what I want to cast on next. Last year, I think it was, when I was quite new to knitting, I had purchased this Quince & Co pattern collection, and I had done that linen top, the broad turn top by Isabel Kramer last year. So another pattern in this collection is called Snell. Who's the designer? Leah Tybalt or Thibault? I would say Tybalt. And so this is a linen top. I had bought yarn for this last year, I think, as well, and it is the Katia 100% linen yarn. This is a light fingering weight yarn, and the color that I have is called beige. This, unlike the Knit Picks, is not chain plied. It is just very kind of loosely plied, so as you're knitting with it, it does kind of unravel a little bit, so you have to be careful with it. I did a little swatch for this because I didn't want to use too much of the yarn in case I didn't have enough to finish the top. So I think it was about a 4-inch wide swatch, but it was only like 1 inch deep. And I went down 2 needle sizes. It called for what does it call for? A 3.25 millimeter. So I thought my gauge is always bigger than what I need, so I'll go to a 3. But my Chow Goose set doesn't have a 3 millimeter needle, so I went to a 2.75 millimeter needle. And I found with that I did get stitch gauge. I don't know about row gauge. I think that will be fine because the linen doesn't tend to stretch. I don't know how to explain it. Stretch downwards. Like with cotton, it pulls with the weight and it stretches longer, but it doesn't. The linen doesn't pull down like that. If that makes sense. So I think I should be right with row gauge. I just wanted to get stitch gauge. So I did get that. Going down to 2 needle sizes. So yeah, I really do want to cast this on. But like I was just saying before, I've really got to get some things done because it gets really like overwhelming, and it's kind of bothersome. So yeah, that's the thing that I will definitely be casting on. I want to enjoy knitting linen. I want to be good at it, so then I can make things that I can wear all year round here. So yeah. I feel like this is going to be a really boring podcast today. I don't know why, but I don't know, I just feel that way today. I'm going to talk about acquisitions now. I had been stalking the Spotlight website for quite a while. I've been just waiting for them to have like a decent sale, and I really wanted to buy some more Karen cotton cakes because I just love them. So, was it last weekend? I think it was. They had 40% off all of their yarn. It was like a 2-day sale. I just happened to look on there, and so we went there on Sunday. Ended up spending $100. Thanks, Bryce, for buying me $100 worth of yarn. So what I got was 2 colors that I have used before, which I just love these colors. Beach Glass is this one. So how many skeins did I get? I want to say maybe 4 of these. And I got this one, the Rose Whisper. I think I got 4, yeah, I got 4 of each of these. I should have looked at how much these cost. I want to say they were like $5.40 or something. Yeah, something like that per skein. And the other color that I got, I had seen this and I really wanted to give it a go. It's called Blushing Melon. So I got 3 of these. I had seen recently a little cushion cover pattern using the cotton cakes. So it calls for 3 skeins to make 1 cushion cover. It's crochet. So I'm going to use this color to make that. And if the pattern turns out really well, I will buy another 3 to do 2 matching cushions. These colors, what I have planned is to do 2 like knitted summer tops, like t-shirt kind of tops with these. And yeah, so I'm really happy to get those on a really good sale. The next thing that I got, oops, sorry. I have been wanting to try this yarn for a really long time. It is the Burnout Blanket Stripes. Regular price for this at Spotlight is $20 for one of these, which is just way too expensive. It is 300 grams and it's a super bulky. And how many meters do you get? 200 meters. So I bought 4 of these and I think they ended up being like $11 or $13 each. So that is really not showing the color very well. It's still pretty overcast outside, so this is more of like a mustardy yellow. It's showing up kind of like a green. So what I had planned for this is to make a really nice Afghan for our couch. And I'll have that done by winter next year. Next acquisitions I have are from the Wool Warehouse. So there's a few things here. I bought another skein of this Line Brand Mandala yarn. I really like this yarn, but I'm not happy with this cake. This is called Harpy, and it's supposed to be, where's the little thing? black, grey, white. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. There, you probably can't see it. Here, it's like a weird green colour. What? Yeah, I don't get it. And you can kind of see it, barely. It's like there. So I'm wondering, do I, knit or crochet this and then cut that colour out, or do I just do it? I don't know, I'm kind of really disappointed with this little cake here. Yeah, that really did annoy me, but I will make it work. So the Lion Brand mandala is 540 meters and it's a DK weight yarn. So what I had planned to make with this is, I think I was going to do the Stephen West Boneyard shawl, which is a triangle shawl, or just maybe like another triangle shawl. I don't know, kind of annoyed with that one. I bought a whole bunch of crochet hooks in sizes that I didn't have, and I just got the Knit Pro Waves because they're really inexpensive. So what's that, 8 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters, 9 millimeter, and a 4 millimeter crochet hook. So just sort of, yeah, filling in the blanks there. They're sizes that I never use really, but I need to have them if the pattern calls for it. I also got, is that all? Yeah, some Knit Pro Zings. These are 16-inch circular needles. I bought these to make. I had to clear some data on my phone to continue recording, so I just did that. So yeah, as I was saying, I bought the Knit Pro Zing needles in the 16-inch circulars to make hats, and just to fill in some space in my needle cases because I don't really have 16-inch circulars, and I got some double points as well to do hats. Not that I've used double points yet, but I will learn how to use them. I got 5 of these Sheepy's Linen Soft, and this is a linen cotton blend, I think, yeah, 27% linen, 47% cotton, 26% acrylic. I don't know if you can read that, probably not. What weight is this? It looks like a fingering weight. Doesn't say. And what color? Color 613. So I had seen a top on Ravelry. I think it might have been crocheted. I can't remember. Knit or, no. It's going to be knit or crochet. So just a little summer top to make out of this. And I thought I'd give it a try. It was pretty inexpensive yarn. And it feels pretty nice. It feels very much like cotton. So I got 5 of those. And I got this Sheepy's Our Tribe yarn. This is a fingering weight yarn as well, I believe. This color is called Lilla Bjorn. Lilla Bjorn, I think. And it's 70% merino, 30% polyamide. And it's just a really beautiful yarn, and it's kind of got this mild effect. There's a few different colors in here. So I got 2 of these. These are 420 meters, and I just wanted to make like a short sleeved pullover with these. And the final acquisition from this order, just some of this soft baby steps, just to do some little beanies or something with it. So yeah. I've really got to stop buying yarn. I have so much. It is just so ridiculous. But I can't help myself. I don't know. What else do I have to show? I've had a few new subscribers lately, so thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. So I think yesterday I had 160. I want to do a 200 subscriber giveaway when I get to that number. I just pulled a few things that I want to give away. I want to give away this bag that I made. It's one of these ones. And I want to give away this wrist ruler. I'm kind of sad to give this away, but it doesn't fit me. It's too big for me. It's size 17, which is 17 inches. When I bought this in San Francisco, I was trying these on, but I obviously was just stupid when I was trying them on because it doesn't fit me. It's too big. So yeah, that's it there. It's a black one. So it's leather. I think a lot of you would be familiar with the wrist rulers. You wrap it around twice. Yeah, it's just too big for me. I will buy myself another one in the future, but I thought this would be nice. Like, I haven't worn it, so I thought it would be nice to give away and somebody would enjoy that, because I'm not wearing it, it's just sitting here. So yeah, that'll be the 200 subscriber giveaway when I get to that point. And I'll just do like I did when I had my 100 subscriber giveaway. I will put a little, what do you call it? A thread in the Ravelry group. So last podcast I put a thread in the Ravelry group, like a question thread, and I said I would answer questions on each podcast. So I got a question from Poppy Pipkin, which is my friend Louise. Thank you for asking me a question. She asked if I preferred to knit or crochet dishcloths. I don't really know. Crocheting dishcloths is a lot easier and it's a lot faster. So I probably would say I probably prefer crocheting them. However, if you knit dishcloths, you get more for your yardage, I guess, because it goes a lot further. And it just depends. Like, you can make different textures in either knitting or crochet, but if I had to choose, I probably would say crochet just because it's quicker, and working with cotton yarn isn't always that fun. So let's say crochet. So thanks for asking me that question. And that's kind of it for all of the knitting and crochet stuff. I hope this episode hasn't been too boring. So what have I been doing lately? I don't know if I mentioned this on the last podcast. I'm not sure if I did, but Bryce and I started golf lessons. So we are complete beginners. We've been doing an hour lesson every Sunday, and what we've been doing is just learning how to have the right posture, how to, the right form to swing and hit the ball, your follow through, different types of swings to get different results, I guess, the different clubs. We're still in the very sort of beginning stages, and we've been going to the driving range each week, which has just been really fun, and it's really close to our house. It's about a 5-minute drive. So the reason that we decided to do golf lessons is we both like golf. We haven't had a lot of experience doing it, but it's just a really great sport that you can play. Like, anybody can play it. It doesn't discriminate. Young, old, male, female, kids, everyone can play golf. And where we live, we're really fortunate. We have some of the most beautiful golf courses around here, and every town has a golf course, and a lot of the small town ones are very quiet and they're very inexpensive to use as well. So yeah, I'm really happy about that and really excited about it, and I just want to get better at it. So that's sort of the main thing we've been doing on the weekend. And what else have I been doing? So I've just been at home and kind of procrastinating. I have uni work to do. I've been doing sort of the bare minimum at the moment. I don't know, I just can't really get myself motivated for some reason, but I know that I need to get stuff done because I don't want to be like stressed out when I'm on placement trying to get uni things done. So I don't know, I just procrastinate. I can't get around it. I've always been like this. I always get stuff done when it needs to be done, but I just wish I could be one of those people that's just like, oh yeah, I finished that weeks ago, and no, that's not me. And what else? Oh, I watched a really good Netflix show on the weekend. It's 7 episodes. I watched them all in one day. It's called Afflicted, and it is about people who have so-called chronic illnesses. I won't give too much away, but the illnesses are kind of like electromagnetic sensitivity, or things that is it real or is it psychosomatic? Are you dealing with some kind of psychological problem? You watch it and you're like, is that real or is it not? Like, I want to be empathetic towards you, but I don't know, it's really like, it makes you feel all these different feelings watching it. And it's terrible to see somebody in pain, but some of the things don't add up. But I think some of the people probably genuinely do have pain and are going through some things. And I think other people, it is in their mind. And some of the therapies that they seek out, I really question the evidence behind them, but that's what makes the show so fascinating. So give that a go. It was really, really interesting. So that's called Afflicted. And that's it really. I haven't really been doing much else. I have assignments that I need to do, and yeah, I've been knitting, crocheting, just really. I'm gonna make a pledge here though. The next time I podcast, let's say it'll be in 2 weeks, I'm gonna have something big done for you guys. So it's either gonna be that cardigan. Will I make it that one? Maybe I'll say that cardigan and a pair of socks. I'm gonna make a pledge. I'm gonna put it out there, and I will have that for you guys to show you. I'm really sorry about the lighting today. It is really kind of weird lighting and overcast and all of that. Hope the episode wasn't too boring. I feel a bit flat today, although I'm not like a super energetic person anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. Let's get to 200 so I can give that awesome prize away. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.